and their families. They are here serving our country. They are here protecting everyday Americans and citizens around the world in our nation's capital. They are the heroes of this day, and we must remember them on this day and every day, and their families and the sacrifice they have made. I will now turn it over to Chief Carroll of the Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeff Carroll. I'm the Executive Assistant Chief here at the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 2:15 this afternoon, members of the DC National Guard were on high visibility patrols in the area of 17th and I Street Northwest when a suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm and discharged it at the National Guard members. The National Guard members, there were other members that were in the area. They were able to, after some back and forth, able to subdue the individual and bring them into custody. Within moments, members of law enforcement in the area were also able to assist and bring that individual into custody. At this time, as the director mentioned, the National Guard members are being treated at a local hospital. DC Fire and EMS responded to the scene to provide first aid for those individuals and transport them to a local hospital. The suspect in this case was also transported for treatment at a local hospital. Madam Mayor?
Thank you. I'm Muriel Bowser. I'm the mayor of Washington, D.C., and I too want to send my thoughts and prayers to the families of the guardsmen and to the guardsmen who are in critical condition in a local hospital. I am joined by members and leadership from the DC National Guard, from the West Virginia National Guard, United States Secret Service, Deputy Mayor Appiah, Fire Chief Donnelly, and Metro's General Manager Randy Clark. And we join with the FBI Director in ensuring that MPD investigates, the U.S. Attorney prosecutes this case to the fullest extent of the law. I've had the opportunity to brief U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who was speaking to the president when I called, as well as the United States Attorney Pirro, who assured me that this case will have her office's complete attention.
Mayor, was there any other suspect?
Chief.
Sure. So no, at this time there was no indication that there was any other suspect. The one suspect that was involved in this incident, they were shot during the interaction and they were transported to the hospital for treatment.
Mayor, does this validate the need for the National Guard here in D.C.?
What we know, Andrea, is that this is a targeted shooting. One individual who appeared to target these guardsmen, that individual has been taken into custody.
Mayor, can you tell us any more details on the condition of the two National Guardsmen and
Chief.
whether or not anyone else was injured? And a quick question follow-up for the FBI Director. You said that we'll make sure we find the perpetrators for this act. So just to clarify, the person believed to be responsible is in custody and there are no other suspects?
Sure, so I can start out. Again, Chief Carroll from MPD. So both of the individuals, the guard members, they are in critical condition in a local hospital at this time being treated. At this point, we have no other suspects. We have reviewed video from the area. It appears, like I said, to be a lone gunman that raised a firearm and ambushed these members of the National Guard, and he was quickly taken into custody by other National Guard members and law enforcement members.
Have you got any sense of motive?
No, at this time, obviously, we're very in the preliminary stages of investigation. There's a lot of things, a lot of agents that are here from various federal agencies, law enforcement agencies. We have the full power of the FBI and our federal partners here in the task force. So we're looking at all those different aspects, but we don't have any motive.
Were the National Guardsmen armed, sir?
The National Guardsmen that were shot, I'm told they were armed.
Did they get off shots?
At this time, that's part of the preliminary investigation.
Do we
Can you
know
explain
who
how
shot
the suspect was apprehended?
Chief.
Sure. So how the suspect was apprehended, as I said, the individual, the suspect came around the corner. He immediately started firing a firearm at the two National Guard members. So at that time, there were other National Guard members that were in the area. They heard the gunfire. They actually were able to intervene and to kind of hold down the suspect after he had been shot on the ground until law enforcement got there within moments.
And he was shot by a National Guardsman?
At this point, we're still investigating exactly who shot that individual. It's not clear at this time.
Were there
Chief, do
DC
you know what kind of
policemen
weapon
in the
was
area?
used?
We don't know what kind of weapon. There was DC police. It happened right in front of the Metro, although there is no indication that the perpetrator was on the Metro. So there's Metro Transit Police in the area, and obviously being on 17th Street by the White House, Uniform Division of Secret Service were in the immediate area as well.
What kind of weapon the alleged perpetrator used?
We do not know at this time. It's still in
Chief, how
investigation.
many shots were fired?
We're going to be able to take a couple more.
Law enforcement has been able to question the suspect, or is his condition so severe that you haven't been able to have a conversation?
Sure. Again, so as I said, we're very preliminary in the investigation, so we're looking to all aspects of who the individual is, his connections. At this time, he's still in the hospital receiving treatment.
And I would just like, hang on. I would just like to add, the reason that this suspect is in custody is because of the bravery of the men and women of the National Guard who responded due to their extensive training to secure American lives today. There was not any further injury and any further shootings. We should highlight the fact that the men and women of law enforcement, the interagency, the Department of War, and the National Guard executed their training with great precision today and prevented an even greater tragedy from befalling us. These National Guardsmen are heroes, and we must pray for their safety and their speedy recovery. And as the chief said, we are in the preliminary stages of this investigation. We will run down every single lead, every piece of evidence. This is the power of the U.S. government at its best at the state, local, and federal level. That is why this interagency group is standing behind us to assure America and the world that we will continue to keep D.C. safe. And thankfully, we have Metropolitan Police Department, the National Guardsmen, and federal agents, and the Department of Justice and Attorney General willing to prosecute the mission to keep Americans safe. And President Trump has rightly stated that this heinous act will be investigated, and he has thanked the National Guard's men and women and the men and women of law enforcement.
Thank you.
Families been notified?
Did the suspect say anything at the time?
Why did the West Virginia governor say that they Chief, was anyone else shot besides the two?
Have the families been notified?
General, what about the unconstitutional deployment of troops? It's been ruled unconstitutional. Why are there 500 more troops?
Let them all get a candle and some mics.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
NPD and also FBI. So it has been confirmed that the government are alive regarding this mission. And the gunman is also dead. And he was also shot.
Sorry, no, you're fine. No, you're good. Sorry, I'm trying to be helpful on her last. I'm not being helpful. Just be here.
All good. We're the same one.
Hey, Jack. Hi. Yes.
What are they all doing over there?
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're not top of the 10 maybe, but because of the budget, we are.
It was so great meeting you.
Looked like it's about to rain. I'm about to beat it.
Eric Rich on he's asking us a lot of questions, but we did get a lot
sight, out of mind. You guys see. Is that it? Is that all?
Yeah, Joey took the other police
Where's Blair? You got them? Alright, right. See you later. No, that's it. We're out of here, but they're gonna start trying to get for business, so we wanna put them back in. So once they finish going live, I guess I gotta figure out what they want. The problem is go that way first. Here to here. You know, it's just everybody wants it. We usually let them go live. So the press conference, they go live. Once they're done, some of them will sign like. You go with them being there? Yeah, for now, but like, they try to think through like, no one should. That's pretty smart. Is this L9 car? Bring out one. So if you would want to do that, open that up, let people control it. The other thing is we had maybe what we do was here to here, and then here straight down. Yeah. And then I'll take all this yeah, I would that's something. And then I'll go over here. I wouldn't expect it to happen. Let me ask you why you're doing this stuff. This house
Is this car staying here though?
do we have enough to go straight back to the lead booth? No? Let me see if I can find some more.
I could try, but it don't look like it. Nope. That's it.
Just like that was on national television just now.
Oh, that's hilarious. So embarrassing.